So, hats off to Virginia. That's a pretty good basketball team. They did a good job of asserting their will. They found their way to the foul line, 25 times, and that's, it's always going to be tough to overcome. At first glance, I looked at the, amount of field goal attempts. I was like, we're right there with them, but that doesn't count for the 25 trips to the free throw line. We had some unforced offensive errors that we wish we could have back, and we'd straighten that up. But 3 games in a row, we've been putting some points on the board, and that's something to grow from. And another really good effort by Makayla. She's been playing well all season. Really pleased with that. I thought we got some really good stuff from our freshman post tonight. It was nice to see them being able to contribute, and we're ready to get back at it tomorrow. There's no rest for the weary, no time to feel sorry for yourself. So that's what I got.
I guess defensively, Makayla, kind of how tough did they make it for you guys? Because 95 points is a lot of points, especially when you're getting buckets on the other end. How tough was that to kind of see them to kind of continue to match you? And what did you see them doing to kind of give you guys problems?
They were just really using their size over us, getting to the basket. If we did get a stop on their initial play, they were crashing really hard. So we just needed to match their intensity and be more aggressive with them. But I thought that my team did a good effort for the most part of being aggressive and trying to battle with them. The size advantage was just a little overwhelming.
You guys,
No, 17 offensive rebounds, right? We got 12, which I was pleased with that effort from us. But they shot 45%, still went and got 17 of those misses. So that is tough to compete with, and that's what they do well. So that's not. I didn't feel like it was a deficiency on our end. I was really impressed evaluating this team with the way they crashed the boards. They just go after it hard, and I thought we responded today and had some fight, but it just wasn't good enough.
you get Rutgers next, right? So kind of these high conference opponents. What do you learn about your team when you play some of this, I guess, size and athleticism?
Yeah, well, the first thing I'll say is it's nice going into the Rutgers game to have had this game first, right? So this is a little bit of a preparation to get used to the length and the confidence builder that we found a way to score with that length out there. Now I don't think Rutgers is quite Virginia in crashing the board, so hopefully we'll be able to mitigate a little bit of that. But man, they are long and athletic, so it's going to be a challenge. But we're ready for it, and that's why we play the games.
Coach, obviously the absence of Emily Tejada is crucial for your team. You have Amber in there stepping up as a freshman. What did you tell Amber, knowing that she'll be playing some big minutes for your team coming up?
I don't think I said anything real specific to it, right? We're just trying to maintain what we're doing every day, right? So every day she's out there and trying to prepare herself to get better and better. And, she knows her role is to protect the basket and to rebound the basketball and to be a receiver for her teammates as we make plays. I think she did the third part the best tonight, but she still, has a lot of room to grow in protecting the basket and rebounding in there. But that's the nature of being a freshman. And it's the nature of, having a lot of inexperience on the roster that we're growing every night. But I like where they are in that process.
Tara Golden, 14 points today, her best game so far this out. What do you see for her going forward with more people coming back from injury?
I don't think the injury, the roster size is affecting her either way. T can play. She's a really good on-ball defender. She's a really good rebounder. She can score at 2 levels for sure. I think there's a mid-range game in there as well. So the kid's a good player. It's just a matter of you guys getting to see what we get to see every day in practice. And you got to see it tonight. And it could have been a better night for her tonight. She knows that. So I don't think this is a night that she's going to be like, oh, I was really good tonight. I think this is just another learning opportunity.
Obviously, you've had some big games of late. Tiara has broken out a little bit. What's this like to see? I guess you have about 6 or 7 girls that can kind of go off on a given night. As you start to learn more about this team, what have you liked about that kind of depth, I guess?
I just like the fact that everybody goes out there and they're confident in themselves and in their games, and that we're all starting to come together. This is kind of a younger team, but I feel like we're starting to get our groove and get into a nice groove, and just staying confident and having confidence in yourself and your ability to score and believing in your teammates is really big. And that's what we saw from TR tonight. I'm always talking to her about just staying confident in yourself. Your time will come. Just go out there and play your game. So we're happy with a lot of productivity for sure.
Coach, last question. You
Yeah.
mentioned, turnover stats, like you mentioned points, steals, assists. Is there any specific stat for this team that is crucial for them to do well, in A10 competition coming up? For every team, there may be a stat, for some teams it may be points or steals that they really have to excel in. Is there any specific stat for this team that they have to excel in order to do well in an upcoming conference competition?
Well, we need to make sure that our, turnover percentage is low. So 20 is too high tonight because we know that there were probably at least 7 of them that Virginia didn't have anything to do with, and that we made those mistakes. 13 turnovers in a game like tonight would have been fantastic because of the amount of possessions that there were tonight. So, so the percentage of turnovers is a really big one for us, and the rebounding margin. If we can mitigate the rebounding margin night in, night out, and have it be competitive, and we keep our turnovers down, we have enough explosive firepower, and we put enough pressure on our opponents that we're going to be in good shape.
Speaking kind of on that, 25 free throws attempted by Virginia tonight. What can you try to do to reduce the amount of fouls since how they've been committed?
Not play Virginia. I mean, we are not excessively foul prone. We were not our best positionally tonight. We could have been better. But Virginia goes to the basket hard. They got kids who can make plays, and you get in foul trouble when that happens. There's probably 15 possessions we could have been better, and there wouldn't have been a foul on. But it's still, going to be other plays for them. That's what they do. And us getting 13 free throw attempts is about par for the course. So that wasn't like that was dramatically low for us. We don't draw a ton of fouls.
Good.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks everyone.